what we'll do to kick things off is basically to kind of do a bit of the, like, what is the point? What is the goal of an ideal MCAT prep course? So the MCAT is your standardized test that you must pass through and score high enough on to be able to be competitive to the dream med school of your choice. What do you want to get out of an MCAT prep course is where we'll begin. So I'll turn it over to you, Avneet, so that you can walk us through what we should be looking for in prepping ourselves for the MCAT.
For sure. So I think there's a lot of options. So it's good to just figure out what are the goals of an MCAT prep course and what should we really be focusing on and looking for. So the first one is, of course, the most important one. We are trying to achieve a very competitive MCAT score, right? We wouldn't want to purchase an MCAT prep course if they're not going to give us that. So that's something that needs to be at the top of our mind and what we're really focusing on when we're looking at MCAT prep courses. And so, yeah, back to the first point for a second. Some MCAT prep courses, as we'll soon talk about, they just make you do so many activities to the point where you're just focused on those activities. So you really want to ask yourself, are these activities really helping to improve my score, or is it just trying to just keep me busy? So there is a difference. And so you want to make sure that everything's focused towards improving your score. The next great goal of an ideal MCAT prep course is that it should help you review the content. So you shouldn't have to learn anything on your own, or you shouldn't have to just, be forced to go look at random topics and piece everything together on your own. You don't want that because there's just way too many topics. There's thousands of topics that you're tested on the MCAT. So you're looking for an MCAT prep course that ideally will review the content and in an MCAT specific way, because there's way too many topics and they can't all equally be, they can't be equally important, and they're not. So you'll see that instructors who have been teaching for many, many years, they know what shows up very commonly on the MCAT. They know what to expect from the MCAT. And so you want to look for content that is very MCAT specific, not just, oh, here's undergrad organic chemistry, but okay, let's actually look at the reactions that you do actually need to know for your MCAT and that commonly show up on your MCAT. Since your undergrad courses and what shows up on the MCAT, although there is overlap, there's also a lot of differences too. And then I think the last key component that you should be looking for is that you are looking for something that is going to teach you the strategies that you need to be successful, because the MCAT is a passage-based test. So each section has on average 10 passages, which are a series of paragraphs that can range from 3 to 6 paragraphs. So you have to read through those first and then answer questions. And this is often a very new skill that students are not used to. So you're having to use your existing knowledge that you know going into the test, and also combining that with the passage information and having to learn a lot of different new things in order to get a top score. So if you have no idea what those strategies are going into the test, then you're not going to be successful. And so that's something that you do want to look for, something that can show you those strategies where you are seeing improvement over time.